Starting off though, the first card is Hierophant. And Hierophant is a card that speaks to traditionalism, doing things in a tried and true way. He's also a very spiritual card. And one of the things that comes in common between Hierophant and Ace of Cups is these are very spiritually minded cards. So there may be some spiritual awakenings, some spiritual recognitions that are going on for you in July. He's pointing towards the heavens, towards a higher order. And these keys here at his feet represent keys that unlock mysteries that he has access to. And the Ace of Cups in the Rider-Waite, there's a cup where it's like the communion it's like a communion wafer, and this is the cup of wine. So there's a lot of spiritual imagery. Also in the Buddhist tradition, the lotus is a symbol of great spiritual transcendence coming up through the mud and awakening. There's this dove of peace. So I'm getting for you at the beginning of July, Aquarius, some sort of spiritual awakening or revelation. And Ace of Cups means my cup runneth over. My heart is so full that, it's full of joy. It's full of, I'm just getting that you're in a spiritually good place, or that you're having some connections with the divine. You're having this heart fulfillment. It's actually, there's quite a treasure in both of these cards. This one is filling of the heart, full of joy, contentment, creativity. This is like just being full of love. And it's a new love. It's Ace of Cups. So it's a new beginning. So it's like a new awakening, breaking your heart open. And Hierophant means traditionalism, but also spiritual insights and awareness. So whatever you're doing in regards to like your practice, your spiritual practice, whether it's through a religion, or for some people it's yoga, for some people it's walking in nature, there's a lot of richness available to you at the beginning of July. And then I'm also seeing there are two other cups cards here. This could be the awakening of a new love. There's the Knight of Cups, and then there's the Queen of Cups. And you can see she's looking at him and he's looking away. So there may be a way in which the Queen of Cups is not seeing things right. There may be like a yearning for someone who's unavailable. That's the sense I'm getting. Oftentimes, Cups cards can represent water signs like Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. But because it's following this Ace of Cups, which is saying new love, I'm kind of getting that this might be a new love, like this actually might be you, Aquarius, looking at this younger water sign person, or this younger knight. Or this could be you, Aquarius, the knight, and then there's an older woman who's, kind of pursuing you. But usually Knight of Cups means a message of the heart. So if you're relating to this Queen of Cups archetype, she's usually very compassionate, intuitive, loving, tender-hearted. She's a very soft card. Although she's strong, she's full of authority. She's a master of emotions. But she too, in the Rider-Waite, her chalice is a communion cup. So there's a lot to do with spirituality in these first three cards. However, her being in the reverse position says that she's not seeing something clearly. So if you're relating to that, you may be wanting someone that you can't have. He's looking in a different direction. Or this could be mother and son energy. You could be having, if you're the mother of a water sign person especially, there could be a tough time having him go or express what he loves, express where his heart is taking him. And you could be looking after him longingly. So there's a number of different ways, but it all has to do with spirit and the heart, because these three are heart, emotion, cards. Message of the heart, master of emotions, but in the reverse position. So that says maybe a little bit wobbly. I get yearning and longing off of this card. But there is like a spiritual awakening going on. It could even just be realizing on a spiritual level that you need to let go of someone who's moving on, even though you're looking after them with your heart. It's time for a new love to enter the scene. And then in the middle of the month, Aquarius, I'm getting the sense that you may need to trust your intuition more to have peace and harmony, especially regarding your intimate relationships. First thing I'm going to talk about is High Priestess here. She also, along with Hierophant, is a very spiritual card. She, however, instead of being concerned with the outer mores, outer traditions of things, she really goes within and relies on information to come to her from her subconscious. She actually is able to see behind the veil and get answers and have connection from what all the information that's out there in the world. She just listens and she tunes in. That's actually something that these two have in common. However, he's more outward looking. He's really concerned about traditionalism, society's rules, morals, behavior, you know, how one behaves in the world. She's more internal. And she's more about listening, intuiting, she's a very receptive, feminine card, where he's sort of a more masculine, outward. She's more yin and he's more yang. So with her in the reverse position, how I usually read this card is having difficulty or doubts or fears about tuning into your intuition. I get the sense that your intuition is telling you something and providing you with information, because that's what High Priestess is about. And it's especially regarding perhaps the completion of a love relationship, or it could be how to find harmony and balance within this love relationship. 10 of Cups means the most amount of love that you can have on a card. It's 10 cups. And you can see here, this is all about a happy couple. At the end of the rainbow is ending at the cup that they're holding together. And this is an intimate relationship here. This is actually lovers. So these two are being vulnerable with each other. It's sensual. They're open. But with both of these cards in the reverse position, it's saying that you can see here the rainbow is like pouring out of the cup. And 10 is a completion card. So it's telling me that there may be some completing cycle here of a relationship. Doesn't necessarily mean that it's ending, but some part of it is ending. Some part of it is completing. And I'm also getting the sense that you're getting inner messages about it, but you need to listen to those, because there's, in the reverse position, you may have resistance against the information. You kind of like, or the sense I'm getting is that you don't want to hear it. You don't want to like recognize something, or you don't want to pay attention to the messages and the information that you're getting, especially regarding intimate relationships. But there, it's still, you know, it's kind of enclosed. This Lover's card is enclosed in all this Cups energy. You know, it's kind of like surrounding it here. And one of the Cups cards that is enclosing it is this Two of Cups. So this is resolution. This is in the upright position, and this is an exchange of hearts. This could either be with someone new. You know, this is right in line with this Ace of Cups. Like, while one thing is ending, one thing is arriving. So 10 is something completing and departing, especially with it in the reverse position. And then Ace is a new beginning. And this 10 is related to the current lover situation. This could even just be the way that you think about relationships, or that you perceive relationships. It could be that way of approaching it is outdated. I mean, you haven't, what's Six of Wands is saying is that there's some sort of lack of success or lack of victory. In the upright position, Six of Wands means, you know, good reputation, status, recognition, success, victory, the person who is in high status. When it's in the reverse position, it's like Six of Wands is falling off the horse. So it could be something that's getting bucked off, or it's something that is of bad reputation. It's something that's not held in high esteem. It's something that is lower, perceived as being low. So, and that's in relation to this current relationship. So I'm getting the sense for some of you, you may complete out of your current relationships, but it looks like there also might be a new one arriving. It's funny, you have two 10s here as well. So this is a completion. This is completion of the heart. And then this is completion of a way of thinking. So I'm going to get to those in a second, but all of these are in reverse. It's information. It's the person who you may have thought was going to rescue you, but it's someone falling off the horse. And it's especially related to a cycle of love related to an intimate partner, or the way that you thought about intimate partners. There is a lot of love surrounding this, though. So even if you are letting someone go, there may be someone new coming in your situation, or it may be a new cycle with the person that you're currently with. So, or it could also be letting go of this cycle of how you approached or thought about relationships and inviting something new in. With Six of Coins, this is a card about considering your resources, your values, what's important to you, what's not important to you, considering what's of worth, who has it and who doesn't have it. I'm especially, with all this Cups energy and with this next to the Two of Cups, getting that you may be evaluating, what do I value in a partner? You know, who has the qualities that I like? Who doesn't have the qualities that I like? Does the person I'm with have the qualities I like? Or does this new person have these qualities? Six of Coins is all about knowledge, power, value, the haves and the have-nots. And you can see there's this balance, this scale, weighing who has it and who doesn't have it. So with that in reverse, too, it may be like you're considering, you know, these are both 6 cards. So these are about weighing things, harmony, considering how harmony works. Love, 6 is a love number, and it's a harmony number, and it's a what pieces work together. Who's in my clan? Who's in my tribe? 6 is the number of the beehive. So we see the hexagon of the 6 sides of the beehive. So it's really considering who's in my close-knit community, who's in my hive. So I really get the sense that there's some reevaluation of values of like who's got it and who doesn't have it. And then there's a real nice exchange of hearts here towards the end of July. So either you renew your relationship with the person that you're with, or you may be with a new person, Aquarius. There's 2 ways that could go. This here also at the end of the month is an outdated way of thinking. 10 of Swords is another 10 card, and 10s are the number of completing a cycle. And swords represent air, the thought element, it's the mental element. So all of these are thoughts, and collectively they're a belief system. And you can see this old, outdated belief system is actually draining the life force from the person. So when this card appears, it's like the death of something, it's the completion of a cycle of something. It is, sometimes this card is referred to as bottoming out. Like we see this card come up for addicted people, people who have old ways of thinking that are draining them. And I also call this card dark. It's darkest before the dawn. So what it sometimes means is that you need to let go of this before you get to the next level. And this level is all about truth. This is the one sword, the one truth, the one thing that's real. You can see it's crowned here, and it's got this victory laurel. It's funny that both of these are in reverse. It's about achieving the finish line, achieving truth and victory, but they're both in reverse. So it makes me wonder, Aquarius, is there some truth that you are resisting, that you are not wanting to see? The world and the universe is trying to hand this to you. This is truth. This is clarity. This is a revelation. It's a new way of thinking. It's having your mind focused on one thing, as opposed to this, where you can see it's dissolution. It's false beliefs. It's things that actually kill the person. This brings new life with it. This is an ace. And you have 2 aces in your July spread. So there's definitely a new beginning. This is new love, filling of your heart. Your cup runneth over. And this card is, in the upright position, it's truth, clarity, revelation, all of that. But in the reverse position, it's saying there's something that's blocking the truth. There's something that until you let go of this old way of thinking, that the truth is going to be held in suppression from you. You're not going to be able to access it. It's there waiting for you. The world's trying to hand it to you. But you need to let go of whatever it is that is completing these 10 cards, and then open yourself up to this new thing, this Ace of Cups, this 2 of Cups, and this Ace of Swords. It's new energy. It's just that you need to approach through the heart first, and then that will free your mind up to see this real clear truth. It's once you let go of this old way of thinking, this old belief system, that this truth, this Ace of Swords, this Excalibur card will come into focus.